Good morning. We are here in Academic Lab B in the red group, and thanks for joining us. Let's go through our lesson for this week. Lesson 14, understand what a fraction is. We are right here, and I'm using my fancy new digital pen. I'm hoping that my writing is a little bit more normal. It's the first time I've ever used it, so let's hope it's good. Okay, so I'll come over here and get a color pen. I think I'll use red, and I think I will make it a little thicker than it is. Okay, so let's go to the think about it right here. How can we describe equal parts? Okay, remember, fraction describes equal parts. So fractions are numbers that tell us about equal parts of a whole number. A fraction is named by the number of equal parts. Let me get my highlighter, and I think I'm going to try the highlighter here and see if I can find it. No, maybe not. So we'll try this. Well, maybe that won't work. There we go. Okay, so one of three equal parts is 1/3 right here. That's how we say that. One of four equal parts is 1/4, and so on. 1/3 and 1/4 are fractions. There are two parts of a fraction. Bottom number is the denominator right here. That 3 is the denominator. Let's undo that. Let's see. Control Z. Let's see if I can undo that. Yep. Okay. So that 3 there is the denominator right there. Okay. And the other part, the top number, that is the numerator. Okay. Right up here, that's the numerator. Okay. So if you wanted to, you could look at this with a picture to help you understand it a little bit better. So here's a little picture they drew, a little rectangle. Okay. And I'm doing a lousy job of tracing it, but you can see it's divided into 3 equal parts. And so you can see right here is one part that's shaded. Okay. And so that would be the numerator. One part is shaded, and then the bottom number is the total number of parts. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 equal parts in the whole. Okay. So let's go over the next part. Think. Fractions always show equal parts. Sorry, guys. Might be a little difficult for me the first time using this pen. Okay, so to use a fraction to tell about the parts of a whole, like a whole number would be like 1, okay? Or it could be an object like a pizza. In fact, this is a birthday cake. That's a whole cake down here. Think about sharing a cake with friends. You cut the cake into pieces that are the same size so that it's fair. So in this situation, there's 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And these parts are called sixths. So when we talk about fractions, hang on guys, sorry about that. Talk about fractions and we write words, we always say the word, the number, and then we add THS, which means it's a fraction. It's not a whole number, it's a fraction, okay? So that part at the end of the number, that's a clue that should tell you that that is a fraction. Okay, I'm having a hard time with my pen here. I don't want to go back to my mouse, but so this part right here, whoops, okay, it's misbehaving a little bit. Yeah, right there, sixths, THS. Okay, so look at this birthday cake. We've got one piece right here that's a big piece. Okay, so we don't have equal parts. They are not the same size. So these parts are not sixths. So now in your book or at home, it says circle the model that shows equal parts. Well, this one, let's circle this one because that one represents equal parts. Let's go on to page 157. Think, unit fractions help us understand other fractions. So a unit fraction has a 1 in the denominator. So 1/4 is a unit fraction. It names one part of a whole that has 4 equal parts. So this one is the part that's shaded. There are 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is in the denominator and 1 is in the numerator, and 1/4 is a unit fraction. So that's just a new vocabulary term that you need to kind of pay attention to. It'll come up later. And so that's just something you're going to need to know. Okay, if you know the name of one part of the whole, you can count to name more parts of that whole. Look at the rectangle below. It has 4 equal parts. Each part is 1/4. The rectangle has 3 parts shaded. 3 1/4 is 3/4, 3/4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. So 4 is in the denominator. And we have 1, 2, 3 shaded. So we have 3 shaded out of 4, 3/4. When you count the shaded parts of this rectangle, you say 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 3/4 of the rectangle is shaded. You can also describe the whole rectangle by counting the number of 1/4. There are 4 1/4 in the rectangle, or 4 out of 4/4, or 4/4. Clean this up a little bit. And so you can see down here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4/4. Okay, let's take a look at this reflection really quick. Okay. All right, hang in there. I'm gonna back up. Okay, we're back. So here we are in the reflection question. Mike draws a large rectangle. He wants to color 3/8 of the rectangle blue. How many equal parts should he make? What fraction names each part? How many parts should he color? Well, if he drew a large rectangle, should we draw a large rectangle? Yeah, I think we should. And we know at the bottom, there are going to be 8 parts here, and 3 parts are shaded. So how many equal parts should he make? Well, you would look at the denominator, and I have to erase this because I'm still getting used to this new pen. And we'll rewrite the fraction a little bit here on the side. So this fraction, I got a little space up here, so I'll write it right here. This fraction is 3/8, and the denominator is an 8. That's how many equal parts he should make. There are 8 equal parts. Okay, so if I were to draw a rectangle, and bear with me, back here, it's obvious I'm just getting started on this. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a rectangle. There's 8 equal parts. Whoops.
Where I saw.
Okay, so there's 8 equal parts now. Hang on, guys.
Line.
All right. Sorry, guys. I got to go to the mouse because the pad's not working. All right. So here we are. Hang on.
Red lip gloss.
Okay. Can I have you mute yourself, please? I can hear you. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So here's a rectangle. And that's 2 equal parts. I'm going to divide that in half, and I'm going to divide this one in half. That's 4 equal parts. And if I just keep dividing, I will wind up with 8 equal parts. Okay, so there are 8 equal parts. Okay, and the numerator is a 3. That tells me how many parts are shaded blue. And so I'll just change to blue here, and I'll shade 3 parts. So that's 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. So so now 3 parts are blue. And then it says, what fraction names each part? Well, if I were to go part by part here, and I'm going to change my thickness here to 1, well, I have 8 total parts, and this is just one of them, so that would be 1 over 8. Each part would be 1 over 8. And so I'll just go through here, and I'll make 1 over 8, 1 over 8. This one's 1 over 8. This one might be hard to read. Might have to erase it. I'll erase this coloring. Whoops. And maybe I'll go with a different color. Go down here to my color palette, and I'll choose the lightest blue that I can find. So maybe we can get away with that. Oh, and I got to make sure that I actually choose it. So let me erase this, and I'll go back, and I'm going to choose that lightest shade of blue possible. So I'm going to shade this one blue, okay, and then this one blue, and then this one is also blue. So 3 were blue, and then each unit. Oh, hold on. Got to go back to my color palette because I want black. Okay. Each unit is 1/8. I don't know what we did here. Yep, I want black. Okay. So 1 over 8. So each piece is 1/8. So what fraction names each part? 1/8 names each part. Oh boy, that's pretty messy. Okay, how many parts should he color? Well, we colored 3. He should, and let me try my pen with this because I might be able to do it easier. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. He should, whoops. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, my pen's not working right now. Boy. Okay. Well, I better not mess with the pen right now. We'll try it again next time. Okay. So he should color 3 parts. Okay. So that's that. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So now let's go down the let's go down to the guided instruction. I'm going to pause the video right now, and I want you at home to work through this a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll go over it. Okay, so I'm going to pause it, and then we'll be right back. We're doing the describing parts of a whole with fractions. So